Heavy leg day, off season, gaining weight. You already know what it is. This is what we like to do. And I have one meal in the tank. I had 6 eggs and a bagel. The bagel was like 80 grams of carbs. Now I'm going to have a Greek yogurt bowl. I'm going to chill out. I'm probably going to watch some anime. As you do, I'm going to lift around like 3 or something. So I can't film in the gym though. I'm fucking scared of that shit. But I'm trying to become a bodybuilder. So I'm going to document my progress because it can't hurt to document my progress, right? Because like I'm going to be doing this shit anyway. So it's like I have this. I work as an engineer and I'm studying my master's. So I'm kind of just cooking up. But yeah, I really like bodybuilding. So yeah, I want to be a bodybuilder. So yeah, I'm going to eat and then show you the meal. Get this. Kind of dirty. Don't matter. Gurt bowl. Actually, I don't even need to weigh it because I already weighed it yesterday. And I know that the half that's left in here, 420 grams, 425 grams. So I don't even need this shit. Actually, yeah, I do because I got to measure what's going to go in it. So what do you got? 0. Fruit. Should I rinse it? Am I supposed to rinse it? Yeah. Am I gonna? No. Hopefully I don't get hurt. What are these, blackberries? You guys gotta help remind me. What is it? 40, 65, 83. All right, 90 grams of blackberries. Not rinsed. Because it's anabolic not to rinse it, right? 90 grams. All right. I'm also not making no short form bullshit because I low-key don't like TikTok, but I might make Instagram videos. But I just want to document shit on YouTube so I can like look back on it and be like, yo, like, look, this is what I did. Honey, I need a good bit of carbs here, so. But I don't need a ton of sugar, so it's honestly fine. 12 grams. All right, let's put this in the app. Gurt bowl conversations. Yeah, I'm back at my childhood home right now. I don't live here, but it's the holidays, Thanksgiving, I guess. So what's the plan here? Long-term, slow bulk. All right, everybody. So I'm not on anabolics. I'm a natural, and I don't think a lot of people document this phase of the natural bodybuilding cycle because honestly, it's not that fun. It's like I'm not super lean, I'm not huge, so I'm kind of in this like gray area where I'm not skinny fat. And you'll see my physique later, but like I'm in this weird phase where like I kind of could be lean as fuck. Like I could be super lean right now, and then I guess I'm gonna turn the light on. I guess for looks maxing for the sake of like looks maxing and shit, like it would obviously be good for me to be lean right now, but like I'm thinking like future, like what my goals are. Like I honestly don't care about my looks that much, so like I think it's fine. Like I think I look good enough. But yeah, the goal is to bulk, so lean bulk, like half a pound a week, like a pound, just be in like the anabolic window, for like 12 months, like a year and a half. Just so I can like keep steadily like increasing my muscle mass. Hopefully get up to like a cool like 180. I'm gonna try to house this. And I'm gonna get up to a cool like 180. And then reassess. But the next year and a half is gonna be pretty quiet, which is fine. Because like that's kind of the whole thing with bodybuilding. Is if you want that short term like click engagement, you can hop on anabolics and you can post your edits where you're like all fucking shredded because you're taking anabolics. But I'm building my stature for like my future right now. Like, you know what I mean? I'm 23. I'm still in the prime age. Honestly, for naturals, the prime age may be like 25, 26. So, anyway, why am I doing this? I mean, I might as well document it. Like, if I'm going to be doing this for a year, why not document it? Like, who the fuck cares? People are going to be like, bro, you're not big. You're small. Why you filming this shit? Why not? Who the fuck is, bro? I'm gonna die anyway. So I'm gonna make this documentary just so that I can look back and be like, yo, like, as Sam Sulek once said, I may look back in a couple years and be like, damn, I was a gym nut in my 20s. That was fucking crazy. But I'm never gonna look back and say, man, I shouldn't have worked as hard. So, honestly, I don't mind the day-to-day. I don't mind eating a good bit of food. I'm eating 3,000 calories. I can't talk. I can't talk right now. I'm eating 3,000 calories a day right now. And I'm weighing myself every morning, like after I piss. We'll see how that affects my weight. I'm 167 right now. It's like a good weight. I'm 5'9". So almost 170 for 5'9" isn't bad. But yeah, I guess I'm gonna do the whole YouTube thing and see what happens. I'm just gonna be myself, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I gotta get one more meal in before I lift, which will probably be around like 11:30, 12-ish. But yeah, until then, I'm gonna watch some anime, bro. My dress up, darling. Alright, just as an update, I caught the tank top. I'm gonna wear one today. Cause I'm thinking you're my crap. I gotta fool around with the angles, but we're going with this for now. Car talk, number 1. On my way to the gym. I'm taking Rise, fully loaded, pre-workout. It's a pretty classic blend. I actually got it from Walmart because Walmart subs are very cheap. I don't know if it's because they make their like containers smaller, but like per scoop, that was around $1. So like low-key, that's really good. So we're just talking compared to like energy drinks and stuff. Like I'm honestly fine with that. So anyway, so yeah, what's the plan today? We're hitting legs. We're hitting legs heavy. Since I'm a natural lifter, I don't have exogenous hormones in my body. I can't really recover at the same speed as a lot of these athletes, right? So, the big thing that I learned personally from natural training is that when I do like a 6-day split without a rest day, or a 3-day split without a rest day, I have no recovery at all. So I'll come into my, like, say like I hit chest on Monday. On Thursday, when I go to hit chest again, I'm sore as shit, like I'm weak. And honestly, I didn't really have a problem with being a little bit sore before my next lift. Like, I know a lot of you science-based guys, like if anyone's watching, like you may be like, that's fine, like blah, blah, blah. But like I was sore every week. And like, cause I train with the philosophy that like, I got to train harder than last time. Like just go in there and give it my all. So instead of backing down frequency, I'm keeping it at 6 days a week with one, I guess, optional rest day, depending on how I'm feeling. But 3 days, I go super heavy, super hard. I don't leave anything at the door, right? And then on my next 3 days, I do lighter pump-oriented work so that I'm still stimulating hypertrophy. Oh, shit. Instead of, like, directly hitting, like, hypertrophy, I guess, what I do is, okay, I don't know if that's all right. Instead of, like, actually hitting, like, hypertrophy as in, like, I'm going as hard as I can, I just kind of make sure that, like, in that moment, I make sure that I'm getting blood flowing to my muscles twice a week, with the 1 day a week being, like, super... You trying to go? All right, no. I'm actually driving through, like, a busy-ass town right now, so I'm kind of, like, fucked up in a way. But anyway, beside the point. So, yeah, that's kind of, like, my structure right now. Like, that's kind of how We're back. So, basically, I just hit a leg day. I did not have it in me to film any clips, I'm not gonna lie, but to be honest, that was a great leg day. I want to shout out the science-based community because everyone always talks about the stabilizers, like you should be like as locked into whatever you're doing as possible. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Like if I'm doing leg extension, like I don't need my straps, but I was like, you know what? Like I'm gonna give it a shot. And honestly, like using like kind of my back to like row, and it's just on my wrists, like to lock myself in, like that shit felt really good. But yeah, dude, that leg day was phenomenal. I didn't have it in me to record anything. But what we did is we warmed up, and then we went into a Smith machine squat. I worked up to like 205, which is technically like 185. Like, I understand like the bars and that's heavy, but that's pretty heavy for me because I usually just do volume work, so I don't work up to heavy weight. But I do see the advantage of like mixing in a heavy day, like I'm doing in my split right now, 3 heavy days, 3 light days. So I worked up to like 205, and I think I did 6 reps, but with my heels elevated and my ass like touched the ground. So as slow as I could, so I kept tension in my quads the whole time, because I wasn't trying to like bounce and just get the weight up. Like, I wanted to make sure, like, I could have probably done like 225, 245, but those reps would have been more like motor recruitment, less tension, because I would just been like kind of bouncing off the ground, like, but I wanted to like go 3 seconds down, like get that tension in my quad. Finished that, and then I worked into a what the hell did I do after that? It'd be so nice if I could look at my phone right now. But we worked into a what did I do? I worked into a leg press. I worked up to 4. I only count the plates, like I don't actually count the weight of the leg press, but I did 5 plates on each side, and 3-second negative controlled. I hit like 8, and then I took a plate off, rested for like a minute. Under that same type of tension, I did 12 with 4 plates, and then I also did 14 with tension the whole time, no lockout, with 3 plates. That was insane. I was already feeling it a lot in my glutes, if I'm being honest. My glutes and my my adductors, because like when you're getting that deep stretch on the leg press, bro, like you feel that shit in your adductors hella. But yeah, so that was awesome. And then after that, I went into a what did I do after that? So after that, I worked into a what was it? Let me think. Sorry, there's people around me, so I don't really know if I'm talking too much. The Rise pre definitely worked, I'll say that. Oh, then I did Romanian deadlifts, but I used my handles, and since my CNS was already kind of fatigued hella from like 2 heavy compound lifts, I just did like 50-pound dumbbells each, and then hinging at my lower back, so my lower back didn't hurt at all. Like, I literally was only feeling it in my hamstrings and my glutes. I did 2 sets of 10, and then I started feeling it a little bit in my lower back, so I stopped doing that. I went to leg curl, and dude, the biggest cue I've ever felt in my life with leg curl, what I did is I just kind of pushed my legs up off of the, like laying leg curl. So it almost felt like my hamstrings were like flexed the whole time. And dude, that shit fucked me up. That shit fucked me up big time. Like, I already know I'm going to wake up tomorrow and be fucking dead. So I hit 3 sets of that because it felt so good. And then I did adductors. I did 3 sets, also locked in with these handles. And yeah, dude, that was a really good lift. I'm so happy about that. All right, I'm going to drive and talk. All right, it's fucking golden hour. I'm going to drive like this because, and I understand this isn't landscape mode, so it might look fucking weird that like the whole time. Where you going? I like to lift really fucking hard. I'm not going to lie. Like, I like to have my heavy days where, like, I'm not going to lie, there was a time on the leg press where I was like basically a coin flip away from throwing up. And I was like, damn, like, this is fucking insane. But if I'm being completely honest, I don't know if I'm allowed to turn here or what. So I like to have my really heavy days where I'm like absolutely cooking myself, like going as hard as fucking possible. And those days feel really good. And I'm not gonna lie, that was like, I think that's actually what stimulates muscle growth the most for me as a natural. Like, I think that doing volume work, I think like the issue is that a lot of the people that I idolize are on a ton of gear, you know what I mean? And I think that, like, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where, you know, obviously they can recover way faster than naturals. Like, they can train super hard every single day, like give it like 100% every day, and they'll be able to wake up and they'll probably be tired, but like their muscles will be like fully recovered, right? And honestly, as a natural, you kind of gotta like respect the fact that our bodies don't have that same recovery. And you can argue like the type of training, but I think that's why the science-based community is so adamant on like fatigue and like managing fatigue, because that's kind of that's the like bottleneck with like natural lifters, right? Like we have to balance fatigue all the time. And if you train super hard every day, like you train as hard as fucking possible every day, you're not going to recover. And dude, like the reason why I'm so passionate about this is because I'm not going to lie, for the past like 6 months, I've been training every day. I'm going as hard as possible, but I was doing a 4-day split, like the Sam Sulek split, like chest alone, back alone, SARMs, and then leg day, right? So on that 4th day, I would be fully recovered, but then the amount of stimulus my muscles getting every week is less than if I was doing 6 days dedicated, like I'm hitting every single muscle group, you know what I mean? And even though I'm not hitting them heavy every single week, having that balance, I think, is super important. So yeah, honestly, that was probably one of my favorite leg days. And it's because I've introduced this like fatigue management system, you know? So I'm super happy about that. But yeah, I appreciate I don't even know what I'm going to do with these videos. All I know is that I'm going to like document my progress and like the whole gym journey. And yeah, I mean, if anyone actually wants to follow it, like I am a natural, like my physique is like all right. I definitely have worked hard to like make my own progress. And I think everyone, if you're natural, if you're enhanced, I think you just got to compare your progress to yourself, because unless you're blasting grams of gear, like you're not going to put on 100 pounds of lean mass in a year. You know what I mean? So it's like, you kind of got to understand that if you compare yourself to the top 1% of people that are taking exogenous hormones and they're hyper responders, your mindset is gonna, you're gonna lose belief. You know what I mean? So I think it's super important for you to just look at yourself and say, hey, how am I doing? Like, how is my progress? You know what I mean? And if you're making progress, if you're getting stronger, you're overloading, you're noticing physique gains, like you're gaining weight and it's not just fucking fat. Like, yeah, I'm in a bulk right now and I have some face fat. Also, I break out like crazy, bro, and it pisses me off because, like, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to do. But anyway, I'm about to go wash my face because I wash my face like 3 times a day to get all this shit on my face. But if any of you guys have acne prone tips and you want to tell me about it, then please do. But yeah, so I don't know what I'm gonna do, like the setup of these videos. I don't know what is the plan. I think my idea is if I keep filming and I keep recording, then my videos will just get better, and then I'll be able to document my progress. And then when I step on stage in like a year and a half, I can look back and be like, look, he documented everything. But I feel like if I don't, then I might kick myself and be like, hey, what if I started filming myself that long ago, you know? And if people find out about this, like people that I know, like, and they give me shit, like they're not the type of people I want in my life. Like my best friend, actually, I told him about how I wanted to do this, and his first reaction was like, dude, like good shit, like I'll support you. Those are the types of people you want in your life. And I know we're getting off topic. This is supposed to be about lifting and shit, but like, if I'm being honest, like if your best friend is like shitting on you for trying something or giving something your all, like I may not have the best genetics in the world, I may not be able to get to that level, but like I'm not going to tell myself that. Like I'm just going to keep training as hard as I can. I'm going to keep optimizing my recovery, and I'm going to make sure I'm tracking my calories, like weighing my food every day. And honestly, if I never make it to the point where I dream of getting, I can at least look back and tell myself, that's what you love to do, and you gave it your all, and that made you happy. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to question why something, you might be the best Geometry Dash player in the world, right? And everyone's like, why the fuck do you play Geometry Dash all the time? But if that's what you want to do and you give it your all, then you're good. But if you could have been the best architect, you could have been the best engineer, you could have been the best bodybuilder. Lifting weights doesn't have to be your thing. Like, so a lot of people just run every day, right? And they get their cardiovascular health in check. Maybe they move some weights here and there, and that's enough, right? Not everyone drives the fanciest car or races cars, right? But everyone drives a car, you know? It's like, I feel like everyone has gone through a phase of playing Geometry Dash. Not everyone has become a pro Geometry Dash player, but you have to understand that no matter what, everything in life has that niche community of people that are obsessed and they want to take it to that next level. Like, politicians, engineers, like civil engineers, like building new bridges and shit, like BMX bikers, like skateboarders, like soccer players, military veterans who have literally protected our country for. That's a cop. Everyone shut up. Everybody shut up. All right, we're good. But yeah, you know what I mean? So if you find something in life that you wake up every day and you're like, that's what I want to do. Like, you tell your friends, like, hey, personally, I'm at that point now where I still try to go out and I don't drink because I'm on TRT, and fucking drinking fat fucks with your testosterone. And like, that's an issue with training. So I'm not going to go out and drink, but doesn't mean I have to stay inside all day and wank. Like, what you could do is you can fucking go out and stay sober. You just don't need to tell everybody that you're staying sober. Like, I have club soda lime and everyone thinks I'm fucking hammered off tequila because I'm social. So anyway, bottom line, I'm done with this car talk. I'm done with this video. If anyone stuck through it to the end, thank you. Like, I actually appreciate it. And you, please, if you made it this far, comment and I'll respond to you and we can talk about the gym, bro. Like, I think this is a place for naturals to just be like, I'm on my own journey. Like, I'm just like kind of having fun. Like, I'm not going to be so serious about it. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm going to post my content as is. I definitely don't see myself in the short form community. I don't think that's my shtick. Like, I've always been a YouTube, like, kind of long form guy. So yeah, hopefully one day I'll start filming in the gym, you know, and I'll break through that barrier, because who gives a fuck at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Also, the people that are going to judge you for filming, they're probably also not people you want in your life. So like, who the fuck cares? You know what I mean? It's all these what ifs, you know, like, what if I started filming? So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I hope you guys are killing in the gym, because I assume if you got to this video, the gym is your thing. So yeah, keep working hard, keep pushing, and yeah, we'll talk later.